for a
Oh.
while.
And is he still around?
Honestly, I don't see him. I haven't seen him for a while. It's been a few years. I don't know what he's done. The only one I really keep in touch here in Sydney is, like I said, Kim Dunlop and Lou the Butcher. Remember the Lebanese butcher?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
He's still a great mate. He's still a great mate.
Wow.
So,
How old?
Lulu was, he's about 60, 62, 63. I think he was about 10 years older than me.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, Douglas, I'm sure you've got some more questions, man, being a wrestling fan.
Yeah. How many matches have you won or rounds?
I actually was blessed, to be honest with you, because I think I only lost about a handful of matches, and then my character built so up that I ended up becoming the only People's Champion here in Australia. So I basically won about 90% of my matches.
That's incredible. What's your most memorable moment of winning a match?
Okay, my dream, and this is when we were at school, the guys used to always talk about, because Hulk Hogan brought the wrestling back in the 80s, as you know, and made it famous for us and populated it. And was saying, how great would it be to win a belt and have your son sitting on your shoulder, with the belt? And in 2002, I did that. I got my son sitting on my shoulder with a belt, with People's Champion belt. So I achieved my goal and I achieved my dream.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
how did it feel?
Sorry?
How did it feel?
Mate, it was, how can I say, it was like, wow, did I really do this? Did I actually do this? And it did take a while to sink in. It was amazing. It was an amazing feeling having my boy sitting on my shoulder, the belt. Like you only see these in movies, and it did feel like I was in a movie.
And because wrestling is so popular, to have people say, "Oh yeah, my dad's a pro wrestler," that's pretty cool. Even if they weren't fans or anything, it's just your dad's a pro wrestler. Like, oh wow, that's cool. They came to pretty much all the matches. I've mixed up with a couple of people over here, been to a couple of matches. It's good. I mean, I love pro wrestling. I just think it's great entertainment. You can get to do a bit of screaming and yelling, and you're not told to shut up or get kicked out because you said something wrong, because that's what wrestling's all about. The audience gets in it as much as what the wrestlers do,
Yeah, 100%. Oh, God, yeah. If you know how to work the crowd, you're cheering.
So, hey, one of your funniest moments, mate, like a couple of moments where, like as wrestlers, we know, oh, well, that was hilarious, not meant to happen, or, the audience may not have picked it up.
Okay. I remember, this is hilarious. Lou the Butcher, wrestling Lou the Butcher. And God, when that guy hit, he hit and it hurt. God, it hurt. And but I managed to get him in an armbar. I actually didn't mean it. It actually slipped. I had him in an arm lock, and his head was where my backside was. And I accidentally, he was like, "Oh, you stooge," and I'm trying not to laugh. And I'm going, oh, he's like, oh, my arm, God, it smells.
Hey.
But geez, God, he got me back, a beauty butt.
Yeah, Lou. Lou, he used to wear glasses, didn't he? Like outside the ring, obviously.
Lou Marcello, the Italian Tank.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, gosh, man, all these names coming back. Wow. And
another one I haven't seen for years either.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was always with Frank. Frank Upton.
Yeah. And there was another guy, he always used to wear a mask, Strangler Smith. I don't know if you met Strangler, did you?
No, the one that I'm with the mask was Steve Hardy.
Oh, yeah, no, Strangler Smith, he's hilarious, mate. He used to have a mask like a pillowcase, had a rope tied around his neck, but he had no holes for the mouth, nose, or eyes, and
Oh.
and you could see the whatever he used was going as he's breathing. Like, it was hilarious. Like, he could hardly see. And then when you him out of the ring, because my first job was walking wrestlers to and from the ring.
Yeah.
And when he come out the ring, he was puffing and panting. It was sucking to and the pillowcase, whatever he had, was cut halfway down his throat, mate. Like, he was the funniest guy. He'd fly off the ring to do a big splash off the turnbuckle, from the top turnbuckle. And he wasn't a small guy. He was pretty big.
Yeah.
And he belly flop onto the ring. Wow, man, that's nuts, right? And one worked and didn't have a very good spring in it. It was a solid ring like a brick. And he hit that, didn't bounce, mate, knocked himself out. Everyone thought he was just laying there, but he actually knocked himself out. He's out for about 2 minutes. He was just laying on the ring. It's like no one knew what to do. Like, he's a funny guy.
Lou Butcher got me a beauty one night at Rudy Hill RSL. Actually, hit me when I was breathing in. He got me in the sternum. That was it. I was like, and I ended up with an oxygen mask on my face, and he took the match because I couldn't breathe. So I just threw myself out. It's like, what the hell? Couldn't get that breath in.
Oh, yeah. It's you soon learn the spots of the body that'll stop you real quick, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's like your Achilles heel, I would say.
Oh yeah. Doug, over to you, mate. You look like a commentator sitting by the wrestling ring, as do I think. I'm not sure, but yeah, we could be.
Here we are, fans. Here we are. Here we are, fans, at the WWE, starring Doug and Andy on a one-on-one.
Yeah, right. Hey, Doug, throw some more questions at the big fella.
Okay, so Joe, what are your hopes for wrestling, and what do you do on the side?
Wrestling, I've actually fully retired now. I've got too many aches and pains and stuff like that, but I threw myself into music, and through wrestling, I had a bit of success in acting too. So I'm now, these days, I concentrate more on music and acting.
What's your favorite type of music?
I love opera, believe it or not. I don't look like an opera singer, but I love opera.
Oh, do you want to give us a live demo?
I can do that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's go. Wow. Okay, mate, you need to go back into wrestling, and we've already got a name for you, the opera singing wrestler. What can we call you? We'd have to pick a famous wrestler's name, a famous opera singer's name. You come in the ring and you start serenading everybody there and throwing roses out to the women. I think your career's about to start again, mate.
What would be a wrestling nickname for a wrestler that sings? It has to be clever.
Well, you've got to come up with not the singing wrestler, but I think something like one of a famous opera singer and match that in with some other sort of funny wrestling name.
Well,
something's there.
Pavlova, not Pavarotti.
Yeah, there. Well, yeah. The singing Pavarotti, maybe, or the yeah. Okay, we're going to come up with something, mate. For you,
the Tune Butcher.
No, we've got to come up with something better than that. That was a good try, Doug. I'm not good at picking names, but there's a name sitting there. I can just picture you in your long-tailed coat with your tights, your black tights and your black boots, but you've got a long dress coat on, the tails, bow tie, which you rip off, and then you've got this big black top, and it's got musical notes on it. The Bellowing Pavarotti. We got to come up with a wrestling name for you now, mate, with a singing.
Look up one very quick. Let me think. I can probably find some.